And we are live. Welcome to the NBA Strategy Show on a lovely Thursday, February 12th. Happy birthday, Abraham Lincoln. Shout out to you, sir. Fantastic president. 3-game NBA slate ahead of us. The Milwaukee Bucks, 12.5-point dogs in Oklahoma City, 215 total. Both teams on a back-to-back. The Portland Trailblazers, 7.5-point dogs in Utah on a back-to-back for both teams. 240 total. 25 points ahead of the first game. We don't know who's in or out. And then finally, the late night hammer, 10 o'clock start. Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, no Cooper Flag. And then maybe no Caleb Martin, no Najee Marshall, no Luka Doncic on the LA side. DeAndre Ayton, questionable. That is what we have on the final day of the regular season prior to the All-Star break. After today, we don't have any basketball in the regular season, that is, until next Thursday. But we do have the All-Star game coming up in the next couple days. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Thank you, everybody in chat. I appreciate y'all. Nice people. Starting it off nice. So, to all of you that gave me the wishes, I appreciate you guys. Everybody but Prince. Let's have some fun, folks. There's not a lot to talk about today. Obviously. I know there's going to be people whining and moaning about how I'm not going to talk enough on a 3-game slate where we don't know who's playing. But, you know, it happens. Came in second in the 15 main. I like to see that. I'm going to assume my boy Paul Reed helped out there. Shout out to the nuke of the night. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's 3 straight nukes of the night. I'm on a bit of a heater, folks. Now, did my white of the night work out? No, but that's Eric's problem. That was his nuke. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Quentin Jackson, Paul Reed. Check, check, check. All working out. Yeah, you ended up getting what you needed out of Day'Ron Sharpe. You did not get what you needed out of Nikola Jokic, that's for sure. I think the best thing we can do is talk about each team and what we may see for today. I think that's really the only way that we can do this. Because the first 2 games, we don't know what they want to do. And it's the last day before the All-Star break. Clearly, we're going to get somebody sitting that has no reason to sit. I think we can all agree with that. So as we look at some of these teams, and we start with Milwaukee. Shout out Cam Thomas off the bench yesterday, by the way. Oof. Not too shabby. What kind of lineups and things are we looking at for some of these teams? I mean, Cam Thomas got 25 minutes yesterday. What does what do the Milwaukee Bucks do for this one? Who plays? Ryan Rollins didn't play yesterday. Does he play today? Is the starting lineup KPJ, AJ Green, Kuzma, Sims, and Turner? I don't know. What's the status of Ryan Rollins at this moment? Do we get another 25-minute performance out of Cam Thomas? I don't know. My expectation is that we probably don't care about Milwaukee all that much in comparison to some of these other spots. And we could touch on Milwaukee first. Like, assuming we get what we had yesterday, KPJ at 7,800 is going to look pretty damn good. 40% owned, 50% optimal. The Cam Thomas option today will be a giant talking point from start to finish. 4,600, point guard, shooting guard eligible, dropped 30 plus real points yesterday in 25 minutes. Nobody else on this team is any good. Not that I think he's any good, but that's a conversation for a different day. Great per minute, dude. Horrific matchup. Maybe. We don't know who's going to be available for Oklahoma City. I think the even scarier part is like, who wins in a battle of people that want to take a shot between KPJ and Cam Thomas? Keep those guys off the floor, I guess, as much as you can. Although KPJ played 39 minutes yesterday. But there's no other ownership coming into Milwaukee right now. That seems interesting to me. 3-game Miles Turner getting no love is, I guess not unsurprising. There's no love to anybody else here, except for KPJ and Cam Thomas. But this isn't even the hard part of today. You think Milwaukee's tough to look at? Oklahoma City is a mess. Expectation for today. We're probably not going to see Jalen Williams. We're without the Y, the good one, the extra good one. Probably not going to see Isaiah Hartenstein today. We know that we're not going to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alex Caruso played 8 minutes yesterday. I don't think it's likely that Alex Caruso plays today. After that, all bets are off. Right now, we're showing 50% ownership to Aaron Wiggins, 40 for Jalen Williams with a Y, 30 for Caruso if he plays, 25 for Isaiah Joe. Does Chet play? Maybe. If he's in, he's probably at least a little interesting, although they also probably limit him a bit, but it's a 3-game slate. We got to find out who's actually in for OKC today before we know where this value is going to be. Like, if this breaks correctly, there's a chance that a $3,500 Jared McCain stands out in a pretty big way. Jalen Williams with a Y at 4,300 with the ability to put him in at power forward as well. Yeah, he's going to look amazing. Everything is subject to change for Oklahoma City, but they already look great, and there might be way more news. Huge game here from a DFS perspective. But again, we have absolutely no idea what's going to be available for Oklahoma City here. But assuming we get the bench mob, these guys are all like really good per minute dudes. The only guys that aren't either have BB initials like Brooks Barnhizer or Buddy Boeheim, or they're Lou Dort, which is Lou Dort, probably a different guy on different teams. So that's going to be a big talking point. It's not like Portland's easy. This is a team that we're never really super confident in. Obviously, a team on a back-to-back. Does Denny Avdia play the back-to-back heading into the All-Star break? I don't know. We don't have Shaedon Sharpe. I have to imagine Scoot Henderson is not playing today on the back-to-back. I'm going to assume Time Lord isn't playing today on the back-to-back. Apparently, Alex Sarr is out for 2 weeks. We got 40% ownership coming into a $7,200 Donovan Clingan right now. Drew Holiday is popular. But if Denny is out, these guys are all going to look a little bit different. Someone like Caleb Love will look much better. Vit Krejci is here with the potential to take on a couple extra minutes. And that's if Caleb Love's around for today. Another absolute mess. Because Denny Avdia, playing or not playing for Portland, in a matchup against Utah, swings everything. That's a massive change to the rest of his teammates if he's not on the floor today. And then If you're watching this show right now and you don't know what Utah may or may not be today, today might not be the best day to start playing DFS. Because clearly the Utah Jazz are going to be an absolute tire fire in some way. Markkanen played 21 minutes yesterday. I can't see a scenario where that man is on the floor. Seems to me that this is one of those Yusuf Nurkic is active but doesn't play games. You have to assume they're going to step on Triple J, if not just outright sit him. Does Kevin Love play today? Probably not. So we're going to have a ton of something. Is this another 48-minute Isaiah Collier game? Could be. 7,900 right now, 40% owned. Vince Williams, 4,100. Just a 24-minute projection at this moment, 40% owned. Kyle Filipowski. Now he's getting the full 30, and that is with Yusuf Nurkic in right now. 30% ownership. Ace Bailey's getting 30. He seems to just look good in this spot one way or the other with guard forward eligibility. But are we going to be going to Bryce Sensabaugh? Maybe. Are we going to be going to Cody Williams? Probably not. Dreadful per minute, dude. What does this mean for John Conchar, who's played the past 3 games? Not sure. It's all interesting, folks. It's all interesting. Yeah, I would not expect, I wouldn't say that, I don't know if Collier plays 30 minutes, but the 48-minute stuff is over now that like Vince Williams and stuff are here. That was probably just a problem for that particular time. So I don't necessarily expect something like that to happen. But I certainly think Ace Bailey could be interesting here. But we got to know who's actually in. Do they just sit everybody? Do we just get Nurkic out, Jaren Jackson out immediately? That'll change the scope of this a little bit. I hope they have a bunch of random Q tags that makes it easier on a 3-gamer. But they got a lot of bodies. Now, the 2 teams that we do know to start the day are the 2 late games. It's Dallas and the Lakers. But Caleb Martin questionable, Najee Marshall questionable. And Najee Marshall is currently projected for 34 minutes and 50% ownership. Let's think about that for right now. A coin flip in ownership guy is questionable for Dallas right now. That is obviously a massive swing piece. Now, you should be able to move Najee Marshall to a lot of PJ Washington if you have to. Washington's 15% owned. Max Christie's around 15% owned. I think a $4,700 Daniel Gafford is at least a little sneaky today. Could have that conversation later. But we already know that we don't have Cooper Flagg. And we potentially might have less guys here. What does that end up doing for your Chris Middletons, your Klay Thompsons, your Tyus Joneses? All of this is very tenuous. Do I want to hang a lot of ownership in Dallas and LA for late swap purposes? You're damn right I do. If we don't have this news, there's a lot of value that could exist for Dallas if Najee Marshall ends up out. And if Caleb Martin joins him, it gets even crazier. And then we haven't even talked about where the ownership is already going. That would be $8,800 LeBron James, who is 68% owned. And Austin Reeves at 7,700, who is 50% owned. Reminder, no Luka Doncic for this one. And we also have a Q tag on DeAndre Ayton again, which might unlock a Jackson Hayes, a Maxi Kleba, Jared Vanderbilt to a degree. Rui would look better. But right now we've got Luka non-existent in LA, and that's giving us a LeBron James 67.8% ownership. 2/3 ownership to LeBron, 50-50 ownership on Austin Reeves. We're going to have an absolute mess on our hands over the next 12 hours. I love it. What in the world does our optimal lineup look like to start the day? Vince Williams, KPJ, Aaron Wiggins, Filipowski, Jalen Williams with a Y, Collier, Najee Marshall, Austin Reeves. Nobody above 8K. Be a mature over 40 and don't wear Jordans to dinner with the wife. I'm 100% wearing Jordans to dinner tonight. It'll either be one of these. It'll either be these. There we go. Or these. But they are absolutely getting worn. Be crazy not to. Did I ever pull the trigger? I did. I did indeed. Fact, thank you. So, I wish that I had more to say, and I will happily answer any questions you guys have that you want to ask right now. Ooh, first one's first one, second one, second one. Yeah, those are the only options for tonight. It's your day. Do what makes you feel good. Coach Chris, thank you. I mean, there are more options, but I know which ones you guys would definitely pick, but they're old, so I wouldn't wear them. The true winners I wear too much. That's the problem. God, it's going to be a hell of a night. This might be the grossest 3 games the NBA could give. Now that I agree with. It's not great. It's really not great. Happy 21st birthday. Yeah, it's sobering. So a buddy of mine had his 42nd like 2 days ago, and I texted him and I was like, 21st anniversary of your 21st birthday, man, that's scary. And now I realize that that's next year for me, which is crazy. Do I want to call an early nuke of the night as a heat check? It's too early. So much of it depends on who plays or not. But reminder, no live before lock for me tonight. You're going to get Greg and Eric. So I am off for tonight. Live before lock, Greg, Eric, 6:30 to 7:30. Very simple. Very, very simple. Now, the nuke of the night tonight, we won't know who that could be for a bit. I'm just trying to look at the names now to think if there's anybody I like. Vince Williams probably is close for me, but he's already 40% optimal. What are my plans for the week? I don't have plans. Do nothing. Going to dinner tonight, and then that's it. That'll be the only thing I'll care about. Play some video games. Do some work. Lee, I am anticipating Hartenstein not playing today. But yes, he does have props out. The expectation for right now is that he's not playing. You know, obviously up in the air, but Lee Price, is that your real name, by the way? It's a fun name. Because I read it as Leap Rice, not Lee Price. It's always a tough scene. Leap Rice. Shoebox NYC says, I know you're a little biohacker. Have you added creatine daily? This just sits on my desk. So the answer would be yes. Would be weird if Lee Price wasn't his real name. No, it wouldn't. No, you don't think people are using gimmick names in here? You think Shoebox is really named Shoebox? It'd be funny if he was. It'd be an interesting time to be alive here. Leap Rice. Leap Rice. I love it so much. It's hard when you're trying to read these things during shows. You blend everybody's names together. Yeah, he's really named 1 too. What a gimmick we've got going on here. Don't forget, guys, if you guys are interested in the props tool, it is here on Stokastic.com. You guys can be here, use the tool, click the link in the description. I mean, the easiest thing for you to do is to sign up at Stokastic using the link in the description and signing up through one of our partners. Whether it's a sportsbook or a pick'em site, you can sign up and get a month of Sims for free. You will not pay us a dime. Whether it's a sportsbook or pick'em site, if you sign up, they're going to give you something. Deposit bonus bets. Once you let us know, follow the 4 steps at the top of the page, you get a month for free. Fact says, live afterlock has been great. Good. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. Felt like the 2 hours prior to lock was more of an artifact of a different time. I felt 2019-y. I think an hour before lock, hour after lock is a better allocation for what we need. But who knows? Just want to try to give you guys the best possible info. I don't think a 5 to 6 show was that anymore. Is Kennard a possible value option today? Probably not. Like, everybody, let me be clear. Everybody is on a 3-game slate. I don't want to disregard anybody. But that's the one team we know doesn't have any weird news yet. So my assumption is that he'll never look good today, unless he's just got a completely broken price tag on FanDuel. I mean, right now he is wildly unowned and should be. I don't really see the path to him unless we get different news. He seems not in the cards today. Is it best to attack one game environment tonight and leave the other shit alone? Not to me. I wouldn't think about it like that. I would just have whatever I have. But it's a very unique slate. The most expensive guy today, right now, is Denny Avdia at $9K, and he's questionable. It might be $8,800 LeBron. But if Denny doesn't play and Chet doesn't play, LeBron at $8,800 will be your most expensive player, and the second most expensive player today will be $7,900 Isaiah Collier. I need everybody to understand that. If Denny and Chet don't play, LeBron, $8,800 is your most expensive guy, and your second most expensive person will be sub 8K Isaiah Collier. The lineup construction today is going to be insane. You're not going to like what you have. Do I play golf DFS? Not nearly as much as I want to. I pretty much always forget, but I really enjoy it. Guys, I have absolutely nothing else to add to this slate. It's a complete mystery to me with the Q tags and with it being the final day before the break. But the takeaway right now seems to be this. I'm not confident there's a way that LeBron James isn't the number one play of the day. As I look at this right now, I'm not sure anyone will catch LeBron James as the best play for today. That's where I'm going to leave you on my lovely day of birth. I will not see you guys again today. I will not see you guys again for another week. We will be back here 1 week from today, right now, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to get back into this bad boy. But so ends the strategy show. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it a ton. Greg and Eric tonight for Live Before Lock. And then we're off to the NBA All-Star break. A game that I will absolutely 100% not watch. So, adios, everybody. Thank you all for all the well wishes. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week. We'll see you in a bit. Adios, folks.